welcome everyone to the home of the War Chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, the place simply known to some as the Dope. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Seminoles will get us started with the opening kickoff. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. The give to the back. And the ball swept out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And I like
is continuing to try to stay balanced and hand him the football and show confidence. He put the ball on the deck last week. They still rewarded him, still giving him the football. But, man, you cannot continue to put the ball on the ground and expect to continue to get carries.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. On the run, it's Stewart. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On second down, just keeps firing. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
He's right on target. At the 45, on his way. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Jayhawks are on the move. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders, they are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Fast motion from the offense. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. The Noles will keep this drive going. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll run the option. Crosses the 30, he's got away. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Buys a little extra time. Lets it fly. Got him and nobody's close. Oh, the 360. He's at the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Seminoles. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches. Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
The Jayhawks will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Looking for space. It's Stewart. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Got his man quickly. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The give to the single back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Third down, and this crowd will pull out a vocal cord to help this defense. They'll try to run for it. Runs through the tackle. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Jayhawks. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't quit on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback checking the play. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida, and when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
And the Noles racing to the line in a hurry-up. The give to Davis. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast to force the incompletion.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Motion from the offense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're going to throw it again. A shot toward the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Noles!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. LSU is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Death Valley for some time. They're up by 21 over the Pandas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Might as well stick with him. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down.
Going for it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag. It's just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house, make big plays.
From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. Just it makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Gibson.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Seminoles have moved it inside the 20. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. They want to run this quarterback. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Kansas offense returns to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown Seminoles. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Now this offense is back on the field. They'll throw it on first down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Second down coming up. The play action fake. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
With the score, Florida State 28, Kansas 14.
Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. He'll ride his man on the option. Got room at the 35. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up. They'll ride the hot hand.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll take it himself. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He's going up top. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block. It's Stewart. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Offense set on first down. Snaps it in the shotgun. He'll pull it down. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back, because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
That's reeled in. It's Stewart. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, 3rd and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He wants to throw it again. Dances away from the heat. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Extending the play. Got his man on the right.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Fires it incomplete.
It's now second down.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Dances away to buy time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He's looking to throw. Back open in the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas. got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
Like 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Trying to make magic with his feet. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Gibson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Florida State 28, Kansas 21.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Movement on the offensive line, that's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for. But misjudges it a bit and muffs it. So the offense accepts the 15-yard penalty after that special teams miscue. Ready to fire from the pistol. Give to the running back. Steamrolls his way ahead. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The pitch. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawks.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. Oh, right through his fingers, he muffed it. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Kansas offense returns to the field. How How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
Small gain, I know. But, again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly complete. Delivers the stiff arm. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal situation.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Jayhawks! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what we saw right there.
Now the play fake. Using the quick game. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Seminoles in the hurry up. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the ball is intercepted. Got some room to run. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. A great... for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Tigers. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Now on the option. Now the pitch. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw for it. Working the middle, it's complete. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out quickly. Shakes off the defender. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They're trying to get to it. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Dropping back, it's Coffee. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of